Hello and welcome to episode 85 of the Championship Rounds podcast. Big card this weekend that we'll review. We'll start with the main event. David Benavidez just walks down, beats up Anthony Yarde, really. Not much more to talk about there, to be honest. Everyone could have seen it coming a million miles off if you weren't, drinking the back the Brett Kool-Aid, but a lot of people were. Yarde's finished, isn't it? And Benavidez is quite good.
He's been finished. It was kind of sad to see him go out like that.
Let's discuss the comments made by the commentary. Dog is on mute if you're not coughing your lungs out.
Yeah. I didn't even realize it was that bad. I watched the whole card on mute live, and then I watched the Yarde fight back last night, and this time with the commentary. I know this is my fault, but he's getting walked down, and Benavidez is teeing off on him, and the commentary are going, "Well, this is a really good game plan from Yarde," and it's like, am I not seeing what these people are seeing? Like, what's going on here? He lost every single round. He was getting pummeled, and they're like, "Oh, this is a good game plan." I don't get it.
I'm somewhat in the middle because, Yarde was landing plenty of shots, so I can't really call that a one-sided beatdown. But if every round was like round 2, yeah, sure, you could be like, yeah, this is competitive. He has a good game plan. Well, look, there's a difference between having a good game plan and executing the game plan. Like, his game plan is a good idea, but that doesn't mean he can execute it. He executed it fine in round 2. I did give him that round. But landing against Benavidez, he gets landed on every single fight. Look at his face after the Bozic fight, this fight, and the Morel fight. But it's just when he just upped it. He upped it in like round 5 and then just battered him. And then did the round 6 and just pretty much ended the fight. They shouldn't have let him come out for the 7th round.
But he had to empty the tank.
Look,
Lions are in the camp though.
So. He did it as good as he can do. I guess he tried to keep it long, box the range and counter. It kind of worked occasionally. But, Benavidez was just landing like twice as many punches. And that's what happens. And when he needed to adjust because his game plan wasn't working, he couldn't. And Benavidez decided to ping him about.
He's a lion, though. he needs to win, and he's a lion. Because that's great corner work when you probably should have been stopped. Isn't it? Like, I don't know, man. We've said this loads of times. It's just a weird career of Anthony Yarde.
He might have been like so much better if he had a different trainer. Or just a different like thing around him. Yeah. It's over. He's taken some crazy punishment from some of the biggest punchers. So
he needed better development. It wasn't good development. Sticking him with loads of journeymen, not going through the levels, as they say, British, European, and all that type of stuff, and then going to world level. You just can't make a career of fighting journeymen, Linen Arthur, and being thrown in with Sergey Kovalev, Artur Beterbiev, and David Benavidez. It's not going to work. Especially if you had a limited amateur career like he did.
And he won a smooth 5 rounds between those 3 fights.
It's like maybe he won the 2nd round against Benavidez.
One or two of the rounds from the Beterbiev fight.
He didn't. He won 1 round against Kovalev.
Yeah, the empty the tank one.
On the 8th round.
Off solely the he emptied the tank. Volume. That's it. So
Yeah, you just it's not gonna bode well in the long run. You need these development fights, and these development fights aren't fighting journeyman and Lyndon Arthur. All right, maybe if you fought more Lyndon Arthur, it's not Lyndon Arthur 3 times, but different. Like maybe not Buatsi, because that's never gonna happen.
Frank Buglione.
Well, he didn't want that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, maybe like it's not necessarily he didn't want that fight,
It
but a
was
certain
tender.
somebody didn't want that fight.
Because I know for a fact Warren wanted that fight as well, and Yard would have taken it.
Yeah, look, you need to be fighting the Bugliones, the Callum Johnsons, the Jose Burtons, even the Boazis, yeah, even those guys like former title challengers, or
Maxime Vlasovs, like
just these guys that you're actually going to improve and not fighting journeyman. You're going to run over like 4 rounds.
yeah.
But
He'll fight
I mean,
next, and they'll put it on DAZN pay-per-view, and everyone will get hyped up about it. Because you have Spencer Oliver and Simon Jordan running lip service for weeks on TalkSport about it. And there'll be some drama and this and that, and there'll be a disappointing fight between 2 shots to pieces mid-30s guys who've never really achieved anything at world level. And everyone will come away bitterly disappointed.
well, someone might get stopped. It'll be alright if
I don't
someone
think
gets
either have
stopped.
the energy to stop someone now at that level.
But then maybe neither have the energy to defend themselves from getting stopped.
Maybe. I just see that guy a really boring points decision. Someone wins, I don't know. But anyway, let's talk about the winner. David Benavidez is fighting Zerdo in May. That's if Zerdo gets through Robin Safar in January.
Which he will.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he will. He'll win that fight. It's good that Zerdo's having a warm-up fight instead of like almost a year out. He fought in June or July, was it, on the Jake Paul undercard against
Something like that.
Dortmund.
I mean, I don't necessarily care for the fight, but I'm not mad at the fight at the same time. That makes sense. I'd rather him fight Bivol or Beterbiev. But I mean, I guess he's shown that he's not waiting around for anyone. He'll just go do his own thing like he did when Canelo didn't want to fight him. So yeah, now we can attempt to become a 3-division champion. I don't necessarily think he's going to win.
It's gonna be so weird seeing him in a ring with a crew. Like he's big and he's not exactly the most athletic fighter, but seeing him just skip up the division he was barely in, it's kind of weird.
See, it's like you just wonder how he's going to look at cruiserweight. But I mean, I thought the same thing about Zerdo because, well, both of them, they're a bit fat. They were never in great shape. And, Zerdo looked fine. I mean, he does have a better style. That bodes well for cruiserweight, but
Yeah, he
shape-wise, because like Zerdo, he can do a bit of everything, really. I mean, Benavidez, he just fights how he fights.
which I don't think is a cruiserweight way to fight.
I mean, he seemed to not have as crazy. I mean, his stamina is still like insane, but maybe it's not like as crazy as it was at 168.
20 pounds heavier.
Yeah, so
That's why I wish there was a division like between those. There's so much gap there. Because he could just be like he doesn't have to be 200 pounds, but he probably will be like in the 90s.
oh, he will be 200 pounds.
I know, I'm saying, but he doesn't need to be. But
he should.
he's gonna have to.
He should have done what Zotto did, have a fight at like 191 against someone. Like, don't go straight up.
Yeah, now he's probably
cruiserweight.
murdering some food right now to get to get up there. He's probably. I was trying to wonder what he was in the ring, like what he is in the ring as a light heavyweight. It's probably not far off. He's
I
gonna
don't know.
be even nastier looking in the stomach area. It's gonna be funny, but he's still gonna be good. He's just probably not gonna be as fast and throw as many combinations. But
Yeah, it's probably not the best style for him to fight at his first fight at cruiserweight. Someone who can box like that and still has like the speed of a lighter fighter. But you know, is what it is. We will be there.
It's so weird. Is it like 6 years ago? They were both champions at 168 at the same time.
Mm,
There was a slight overlap there, wasn't there?
probably.
Yeah. Now they're fighting in a unified cruiserweight title fight. Weird, man. But yeah, we will move on to a fight I got totally wrong. Devin Haney puts on probably one of the best performances of his career. Drops and decisions Brian Norman. Yeah. I don't think Brian Norman really recovered from not down for about 6 or 7 rounds after it. And as soon as he did, like, Haney had the fight in the bag and was just reverting to being Devin Haney and being really negative. So yeah, really good performance from Haney, and yeah, there's not much else I can say really.
let's let him victory lap. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is, if you watched the Quinn and Randall fight, you could have seen this coming. That's all I'm saying. It was there for you to watch with a little bit of film study, and you would have got it right. But I'm gonna put this down to hate rather than
It's not.
not
It's
knowing
not.
boxeo.
It's not. He showed signs of the PTSD. He is negative. He's still negative. What you've seen in the second half of the fight, he's still negative. But he caught him. I feel like Haney. I don't know how to explain. I guess he's just better as he's bigger because he's not killing himself anymore. Really, this
Yeah,
probably is his what he preferred for years now. This weight.
pretty much. And see, the problem with, like, even if Haney might still have his deficiencies, which, well, they weren't really on show. Everything that Haney does well, Brian Norman struggles with. So it didn't really matter. Unless he happened to get caught, which probably not going to happen because as bad as I think Ryan Garcia is, he's perfected landing the left hook. That's all he's good at. He can land that against anyone other than Rolly. But, you know, Rolly's the GOAT and and Javante Davis, but he was great.
Javante Davis was too short to land it against.
Yeah,
True.
it just would go right over his head. Yeah, seeing him drop somebody is so weird. So I was like looking at my phone when the knockdown happened, and I didn't realize that's what it was. But people were like reacting to it, like, "Oh my god, he's down," and they didn't say who it was. I was like, okay, so Haney might be getting, he might be on the floor already. I'm like, no, he kind of smashed Norman's face in 2 rounds, and then he almost stopped him, and I was like, we might see a Haney TKO too, and I
Yeah,
might have thrown up if that happened.
I think that's what like the most shocking part was. It wasn't just like a flash knockdown. No, he actually
No,
badly
he
hurt him.
had him all. He kind of was a bad referee away from winning. That's like a
Yeah, he was a Howard Foster away from winning.
genuinely he was, and maybe like just like a regular a regular referee, maybe a couple just a couple combinations away.
Right. Seeing as he's American, he was a Tony Weeks away from winning.
Lawrence Cole.
Yeah, I mean, he could have made it even easier as well. I mean, I don't even think he threw anywhere near enough jabs as he should have.
I know, because I feel like he wasn't scared to get hit finally.
Well, he had his little comeback, PTSD, still a little bit drained at 143, whatever the hell weight it was. And he just looked really strong at 147. And lucky for him, the division's terrible.
Yeah, he will probably clean the house in there. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know who they want. Rolly probably. He's gonna ping Rolly about.
Do you want to hear something that's going to make you very, very upset?
I'm already upset, so let's get it. Let's get it over with. Come on.
His mandatory Jack Catchwell.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Well, it's fine. You don't need to worry about Haney being hypnotized.
Do we?
No, because
It's
he doesn't
not
throw
over
that
yet.
much. He doesn't throw that much anyway.
The hypnotism wasn't fully extracted in the Esserman fight. It was still there.
He doesn't throw that much anyway to be hypnotized. So it's fine.
So it'll just be hypnotist versus hypnotist. Which cancel out the hypnotism.
Well, Jack Carroll throws nothing anyway. So
they're gonna average
Devin Haney.
18 punches around. God.
Devin Haney will stick out the jab and give him a boxing license because Jack Carroll is not crazy.
Well,
yeah, I don't know if you can hypnotize Haney. Unless
you just gotta hit him really goddamn hard. That's how you hypnotize him.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of like a puncher that's gonna get Haney rather than a boxer. Like, you're just not gonna outbox Devin Haney unless you're Shakur Stevenson. But they're not gonna fight because they're nowhere near the same division.
Oh yeah. We will move on. What are we going to say about Abdullah Mason's defense?
It might be like I don't have all the champions listed out in front of me. It might be like one of the worst.
Like,
if not,
it's still terrible.
It's really fucking bad.
But I feel at least in this fight, it was more due to the fact he was fighting the wrong fight. Like, he's still terrible. He still has the same deficiency. His chin is still facing the ceiling when he throws. If you want to see a proper way to tuck a chin, just look across from him. Sam knows his chin and always tucked right down. But he just doesn't do it. Like, he was boxing well in the first round. Literally, how he should have fought the whole fight was how he fought the first round. Then he was just battering him in the second round. I was like, yeah, I can just walk this guy down, beat him up, and stop him.
Nope. His stamina fell off a cliff once he realized he couldn't stop somebody in 5 rounds.
I think his stamina was fine. It's just that Sam Noakes is just crazy tough. And then at that point, he was already drawn into a fight. Wasn't listening to his corner where they were telling him just box, and he just had a scrap with him, really.
Just pretty goddamn sexy to watch. But
yeah, I mean, it was a good fight. I mean, his offense is insane. His defense
is disgusting.
It's not great. Like, you're gonna need to sort it out. If you're gonna be that offensive, you have to sort out your defense.
Like, he's young, he'll fix it. I just hope he fixes it soon. Now he's just been given a title so early. You see, there's a world champion right now who was born in 2004. It's weird.
Basically, the same time you were born.
That's not true. What are we doing? What are we doing? This is nasty.
I just hope. I hope he sorts it before he wakes up in the middle of a fight or after the end of a fight on the canvas, because that's what's coming.
Yeah.
If he fights a puncher like Noakes, most of Noakes' stoppages have come from volume. And that's one thing I'll give Mason. Like, he is tough. Like, he took a lot. But, like, someone with, like, real one-shot power is going to, like, clean him out soon. Like, he gets so lazy on the inside, and he could have won that fight so much easier. Like, I know it's easy to say from here, but, like, just keep it long. You don't need to hang about on the inside, lose your shape, because you're trying to land 18 punch combinations every 5 seconds. Like, just land a couple of shots, get out. And he's so in love with having a fight with him. Mason. Like, he's so in love with just having a scrap when he could just, box, and he probably stops Noakes because Noakes loses heart. And yeah, but I don't know, man. His offense is really, really good. Like we can go over the same topics, but like, man, that defense, he's got to sort it.
So just ping him at long range and catch him coming in with a shot, and you'll stop him. I mean, even then, he hurt him to the body like so many times, and to the head a couple of times. But he got like too overeager to stop him and couldn't do it. Well, at least he should learn from that fight. Hopefully. Well, maybe not. I said that about him getting dropped and he didn't learn that. Fuck all.
I wish he just learned it in another step-up kind of fight, not already be given a title shot. Now he's a champ. He's a world champion with really bad deficiencies.
The worst part is that he had an opponent where his only chance to win the fight is you having a scrap with him. You have the ability to outbox this guy because you were doing it in the first round and you didn't do it. I mean, that just shows a lack of IQ to me. Because it's not his corner. His corner was telling him how to fight. He just must have low, not ring IQ, but he's just an idiot. He likes to scrap.
Yeah,
it's just stupid. Make it easy for yourself. Like, when we say make it easy for yourself, we don't mean like box this guy, throw 2 punches around. No, you can just, you have a massive reach for a lightweight. Just land combinations at range like you were doing in the first round, or like you did at periods throughout the fight. Like, at the very least, mix it up. Don't just scrap with him like 95% of the fight. Fight with him 1 round and box him the next 3 rounds. You can scratch he can scratch the itch for a round and scrap with him, and then just outbox him.
I don't think I will. I think I'm gonna go Arturo Gatti mode for 11 rounds straight.
Well, it's not gonna bode well. Like 21-year-olds scrapping like this, it's not good in the long run. We saw it with someone who's Japanese, and he's retired because he likes to scrap with everyone because he has no eyes.
Not too much.
That's Kosei Tanaka for no one who knows what I'm talking about.
Not too much on Tanaka-san.
And I mean, Tanaka can box, but Mason's a much better boxer. He has more ability to box than Tanaka, and he's just being an idiot. Pretty much, he's being an idiot, and it's annoying because he's so good.
And I'd rather him not retire at like 28, like Tanaka did.
Yeah, I don't mind people scrapping, but don't scrap against the guy whose only chance to win the fight is you scrapping against him. Don't get into a fight with a guy like that. That's stupid. Yeah. You want to get into a fight with a Vasquez? Yeah, sure. But, you might get chinned because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I was like moaning about this card. Not because it was a bad card, but it should have been split up. And it was like the best card of the year, maybe.
Yeah. And it just took a bit. It just took a little long,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like, every fight was good in some way. Even Haney was good for the first 7 or 8 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, just a quick note on Mason. He's probably gonna fight the not Noakes. What's his name? Joe Cordina against whoever he's fighting. The ticket seller is not very good. Gabe Flores. He'll fight the winner of that because that's a WBO eliminator.
You said what? You said Joe Cordina in what year?
Okay, well, he can scrap against Joe Cordina. That's fine by me. He doesn't need to outbox Joe Cordina. He will just ping Joe. He will just stop Joe Cordina. That's the guy you can scrap against. Not someone like Sam Noakes.
Yeah. But anyway, we will move on to the best fighter on the card. Might be the best fighter in the world. Very possibly the best fighter in boxing. Yeah. We sort of said he can do whatever he wants in there. And he sat in first gear the whole fight against Martinez. And then just uncorks a beautifully timed left hand in the 10th and knocks him out. Easy work, didn't get out of first gear, barely put a sweat on. Against the number 2 in the division, coming off back-to-back wins against Kazuo Ioka. Like, it's just a bit ridiculous.
I don't think he could have done anything better besides stop him like 2 rounds earlier.
Yeah, and this is why I wasn't inclined to call Benavidez Yarde a one-sided beatdown, at least in the early part. Because that fight was a one-sided beatdown. That's a one-sided beatdown.
Can you remember a singular punch Martinez landed?
Maybe occasionally. Like I think he caught him occasionally. But I don't
I remember one right hand. Remember when he had Martinez stumbling into the corner? Bam was like erratic for like 2 seconds, and then Martinez landed one right hand. That's the only punch I remember him landing.
I think the most notable thing I remember Puma doing is the definitely not knockdown in the first round. Or whenever the hell it was.
When you punch him in his tricep.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I remember doing.
Yeah, he got his ass whooped.
Yeah,
very
and
badly.
it's what we were saying. Like it's unfortunate because it's a good win, but to those not in the know of who Puma Martinez is, they're just like, oh, this guy's probably terrible. He got bad. No, Bam is just that good.
This Martinez was a fringe pound for pound fighter, like top 15 fighter.
Yeah, like even if Ioka's on the slide and arguably won the second fight, you don't beat Ioka by being terrible. It's just Bam is an elite fighter. Nobody below 122 is beating him.
Also, Puma's like the only one to like definitively beat Ioka.
Nobody below 122 other than Takuma is beating Bam.
Okay. No, but seriously though, I can't foresee a way you can beat him other than landing some outlandish, sneaky, weird like uppercut, like throwaway punch. Like I don't know how you do it.
You're just gonna have to be twice the size of him and be a massive puncher or chin him because you're not gonna be able to outbox him because footwork's so good and he can actually cut off the ring.
And you will be losing by the time you land this miracle punch if you do. So
yeah, and you're not gonna be able to out scrap him because
you could do that shit too.
His defense is so good. And his footwork is so good. He's just gonna be there. He's gonna be there and then he's not gonna be there and then you're just gonna be getting hit by like 6-piece combinations. And you're going to throw back, or he's going to roll onto that and come back with a counter. It's not going to go well. You're going to take loads of punishment. You're going to break down, and you're not going to beat him in a scrap.
he was technically scrapping with Estrada, and how many like he probably didn't even get a 10-8 round in the round he got dropped in like that. Like he was so dominant in that fight. He still could just do what he could fight however he really wants to against whoever.
He will just beat everyone in first gear until he comes up against an elite fighter
Who
like Inoue or
would
something.
probably be
Which,
like too big for him at that point.
yeah,
No one his size or around his size that are fighting right now. I don't know if I pick any of them to go the distance with him, let alone win against him. So, yeah.
I mean, he could beat like two of these champions at the same time in the ring. That's how much better he is than these people.
You generally could.
Like sticking Antonio Vargas and I don't know Kenshiro in the ring with him, he'd beat them both.
Inside 7 rounds, maybe. Generally could just do that. You can make some of his fights circus fights because that's how he'll treat them, like exhibitions. It's a bit too easy, and I don't really like seeing people go to war is fun, but seeing someone be so dominant that it's like actually like satisfying to watch is like is really nice, especially from a lower weight fighter.
Yeah, we should just forget the rest of the episode and just glaze bam for another
We should
40 minutes.
I'm ready. Let's keep going. Steamed up. Let's go.
Yeah. Unfortunately, or fortunately for what I want, it doesn't look like he's going to get undisputed at 115
He's not.
because
Oh, because
Maloney.
he's-
a certain fucking Maloney won't just fuck off. No one wants to see him.
I don't care that much, man.
Chinned.
Go out to 118. There's bigger fights against better fighters. I don't really care about undisputed.
I don't care either, but it would just be nice to look at it and be like, oh.
I care because he cares and he wants it.
And
So-
he deserves it.
So Maloney, you fuck off.
Fuck off.
Bam kills Kenshiro. And then, hey, Maloney, you can fight for a vacant title and probably win.
You'll probably
Against-
win, and you
No,
actually
no.
win a real world title instead of being called a former
Does he
NBA
beat
champion.
Malajika?
I don't know. He's
Maybe-
not.
Does Malajika win his fight this weekend?
Well, we'll get onto that later, but it's all happening.
Yeah, but Maloney, fuck off. Thank you.
Yeah, he should fight somebody
Anybody else?
who.
Fuck off.
Well, the fight I want that doesn't look like it's going to happen, but the fight I want for him next is against a certain somebody who won on Monday.
No,
You should
because
fight
he's going to
Takuma.
lose.
I'm
Look,
beating
him-
Takuma.
Him going to Japan and getting battered by Takuma is not
We'll
not a
just
good-
get it over with.
it's not a good move.
We'll just
Not a
go
good
for it.
decision.
I'll just
Very
get
nice.
it over.
Can
Yeah.
you imagine if Takuma actually beats him? Though?
Yes,
If they made that fight, and Takuma
unironically,
beats Maloney.
when we were saying that nobody
when?
at bantamweight could beat him, he would be the most likely candidate to do so.
I mean, he's the only.
All right, he's gonna keep sucking Takuma off.
It's going to be him. He
do
will.
this blazing shit, but he is like the best fighter around. Bam, right now.
No, I say here is, but style-wise, I agree. But we will get into this. Takuma in a way beats Tenshin Nasukawa. Some say that Tenshin was robbed, and weight drained, and there's a lot of excuses that I want to make for Tenshin, but that I think we should make for Tenshin because he's clearly the best bantamweight in the world. But yeah, in all seriousness, Takuma just switched it up after the second round. Decided that volume was the answer because he was losing the long range boxing match. And yeah, was just teeing off on Takuma for a lot of those rounds. The uppercut was finding a hole every time, and the right hand over the top was finding tension shin all the time. But yeah, good performance by Takuma. Really good performance, and yeah, hopefully he can go and beat Ioka now.
It's like when you force a fighter like Tension into like a high speed fight where he doesn't have any time to think against someone like Takuma, who's, I mean, he's been drilling boxing pretty much all his life. Like, he's gonna know what to do. He's got the instincts, he's got the muscle memory. And well, Tension doesn't. He's not gonna know what to do. He's not gonna know where to have his feet or where to punch. That's what you saw. Takuma's throwing combinations and rolling and slipping, and Tension's throwing, and his head is just there. I mean, his feet are not in the right place. They're like kickboxer's feet, and that's not going to go very well against someone with fundamentals. Fundamentals, they win. Skills pay the bills, and that's what Takuma did.
I can't believe what Takuma we're doing the first time was so nice. He had to do it twice.
Yeah,
and he's like a legitimate like 2-time champion.
and look, when someone is sparring, I know you know, like every day,
20 years, probably.
Like, tension, speed, and all this. It's not gonna surprise him, I should say. I'm sure he was used to it then, like what he expected it, and then just had to adjust. I mean, if he, like, you can do it against Naoya, who was like 27 million times better than Tension, and he can do it against Tension, which he did. And it wasn't. I mean, it was a fun fight to watch, but it wasn't really close.
I've seen cards. I've seen cards of Tension all the time. For Tension all the time.
That didn't happen. That was just not a thing.
What are you talking about? He won every round.
In your heart, yeah, you did.
I'm just basing the scoring off of the Panya against Canizado's first fight, so he won.
No.
Like, there's genuinely an argument. Like, Tension only won the first 2 rounds. I gave him 4 rounds, but there is an argument he only won the first 2.
I think the cards were good. He probably won 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think the cards were good.
Rare in Japan.
But well, there's...
they couldn't really fuck them over. They're both Japanese, so
Japanese cancellation.
Well, I don't. Well, they seem to like Takuma. I mean, the crowd was chanting Takuma.
Yeah, because he's the better big. He's the real big bro, right?
No, he deliberately lost to Barley just so the shit brother could get undisputed. That's why he lost.
You just sacrificing for his little bro.
Yeah, like tough for someone like Tension to beat Takuma. That you're gonna have to be like a good boxer and have good fundamentals like Ubali, or be a goddamn workhouse crazy guy like Satsumi and drag him into a fight.
Yeah. I'm picking Takuma in a rematch against Satsumi, by the way.
Yeah, and Takuma. I mean, he was very young and inexperienced against Ubali. Even though he did have a win against Nakatani's best win.
Nakatani's best win. Oh, Petch. Jesus Christ. Hasn't he had another like 800 fights since the Nakatani fight or something?
Probably.
Yeah. But anyway,
Against 700
debutants.
debutants.
Yeah.
yeah. We will move on to. Well, actually, we won't move on. The Inoue fight next year. He's going to chief support the Inoue Nakatani fight in May, if that happens. Which is weird because you'd think Takuma would be the main event, but that's another story. He's probably going to fight Ioka on that show. It's looking like. Who's fighting on New Year's Eve, and there's a whole sort of there's a whole load of politics going on right now with the broadcaster and stuff. So it looks like they're going towards that fight, the chief support. There's a first defense for Takuma, but yeah, we will actually move on now. Reece Salim boxed the ears off Nikita Nakano. I said he was a big stiff idiot last week, even though I picked him to win. But
Who couldn't see this coming?
He is just a big stiff idiot.
I don't know how anyone couldn't see this coming. I mean, he's just a one-dimensional puncher. They can have a lot of them, and he's just one of a long line of them.
Him, Shikichi Iwata, that gym. When they get a puncher, they just say, "Oh yeah, you can punch. You're gonna be a puncher, and you're not gonna work on anything else." Seemingly,
yeah, that's probably all they do. Just sit in front of a heavy bag, just throw haymakers.
Yeah. But yeah, really good performance from Aleem, and now he's mandatory for Angelo Leo.
He's back in the mix.
Yeah, he is. After 9,000 super bantamweight eliminators, he is finally there.
Finally going to get a title shot.
Yeah, finally. We will move on. One of the best performances on the card. Well, a weird performance. I don't really know how to grade it because the quad rush was obviously shot. But Saboy just beat him up, man. It's obviously a faded quad rush, but that was really impressive, I thought.
I mean, I don't know how you can grade it anything other than great. I mean, I don't care if he shot. I mean, I didn't think he was shot going into the fight. And maybe he's not as shot as he looked in the fight. Maybe Suboy is just that good. I mean, that's his third fight, and he just battered him. And nobody's battered him like that. Not got anywhere close. Or even Bam. Or Shada. Or Chocolatier. Or Ron Kasai.
Look at the names you're saying right now.
But yeah, it was just a battering, really, wasn't it? Hand speed, angles, punch selection. The jab instantly was just pinging him back. And yeah, it was just a really good performance, and he's going to be in line for a world title shot next year. At Superfly.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, maybe not unfortunately, because Bam won't be there. So, yeah.
Yeah, he'll pick up one of Bam's vacants, probably like a WBC or something, because Quad Rush was number one with them. So he'll probably pick up a vacant WBC next year at 115.
Or he'll somehow get a interim title in his next fight and be upgraded. That's how it works these days.
Your favorite?
Not in Japan, in fairness. They hardly do interim titles.
Shout out to the Japs.
Yeah.
Doing it the right way, the proper way, traditional way, sort of.
Yeah, and then Rico Masuda won on that card, technical decision, fight ruined by cuts. So yeah, he'll fight for a title next year.
He didn't look that good in the fight. I will have to admit.
Yeah, he didn't look brilliant, but
He's looks like one of these stiff one-dimensional punches that are taking up. They're just building them in factories.
They're taking up the entire country.
for the big stiff idiots.
Jesus
Christ. At least they're fun to watch if they're matched up right. Don't stick him with boxers, otherwise they'll lose.
Who's the best fighter in that gym right now? It's probably Takami, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
No, it's actually it's Saboy, isn't it? Saboy's better than Takami. But yeah. We will move on. There was a Westman card. Yeah, we won't talk about that because
There might have been. I didn't watch it.
I enjoy my life. I don't watch Westman cards.
Yeah, we don't do that. 2025. Like, what are we doing?
What was I doing instead? I think we were watching Better Call Saul.
Yeah, good. Really good show.
There was Francisco Daniel Varane on Pro Box. He beat Roman Villa, won every round and dropped him. The Mongolian Mole, Denabat, beat Abraham Montoya. There wasn't much else on there either. Yeah, there wasn't loads of boxing. Trying to think what else there was. Oh yeah, there was some Mendoza won the IBF 108 eliminator against Shabalala in Mexico. That happened. So yeah. He just blasted him out, and he's mandatory for Simsbury now, and he'll beat Simsbury up because he's a very good fighter, Mendoza. But we will move on to a preview. A preview. My God, Ben Whitaker is fighting somebody called Benjamin Gazvi.
Okay.
I mean, new promoter, same old crap with Ben Whitaker in it. Fights nobody really cares about. He's not this elite prospect. He's not great by any means. He's just more of a TikToker than he is a boxer at this point. He's 28 and he's still sort of fighting at this level. I mean, yeah, it's not good, is it?
No.
He'll
We
win
just
this fight.
don't care about him.
Yeah, like he'll win this fight. He'll probably win it on points, but yeah, it's just boring. Aaron Bowen's fighting for a Midlands area on that show, and Gavin Gwynn and Cameron Viong are rematching. Gwynn won the first fight but got robbed. But I'd probably think Viong's going to win this fight. He's a lot more fresh. Yeah, and Gwynn's old now. I think he's like mid-30s, or he's 35. Viong's been more active. Had a couple of fights in between. And yeah, I just think he's going to win this fight. And Zelfa Barrett against Liam Dillon in an 8-rounder is on this card randomly. That's a really weird fight. But yeah, it's not great. It's really not great. But we will move on to the British heavyweight title. Heavyweight title fight, sorry. Jesus Christ, if I can get my words up. Fraser Clark is fighting Jamie TKV. They haven't won a British title fight in the 4 they've had between them. But they are back on the BBC. And I actually think this will be quite a fun fight to watch. I think both are quite limited. Both are not very mobile. Both are relatively decent punchers for the level. And I think, yeah, it could be quite fun to watch.
Definitely.
Or it could be terrible. Because TKV likes the box. I mean, they both kind of like the box. Could just be a technical load of nothingness between the great British heavyweights. Against like a one-dimensional puncher like Adelaide, it'll make TKV look good. I mean, he's a pretty good boxer. I think Clark's just gonna beat him. You know what they say?
Yeah.
Too big, too strong.
I think you've got to worry about Clark's punch resistance, I think. Because of the way he got stopped by Wardley, like, that's got to be vulnerable now. And, like, I probably favour Clark just, but I think it's pretty much a 50-50 fight, if I'm being honest.
He's going to keep him on the edge of the jab. Show the class of the GB amateur team.
Yeah. Yeah, the class of the GB amateur squad. Yeah.
Even though he's pushing 40.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. But anyway, on this undercard, what is there?
Nothing. Not
much. Joel could do against Bobby Dalton. Fran Hennessy. Jesus Christ. Help me.
It's not good undercard.
Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. But we will move on to Friday in Lithuania. Samuel Molina is fighting Mean Machine. Mean Machine is back in the mix. And he's going to chin Samuel Molina.
2025.
And nobody's going to be able to watch it because it's on pay-per-view. Well, unless
Yeah.
you want to buy it for some reason.
Yeah. Nobody's buying that. But he is back. He is a wonderful individual. He is 37 years of age now. Christ. But yeah, should be quite fun. If I can watch it. Which, you know, we don't know. If we can.
Probably not. Probably not. Unless you're buying it. Which I would judge you if you bought that pay-per-view.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what else there is. There is Ricardo Malajica against Vince Perez for an IBF eliminator. At 115. Obviously, Maloney's the mandatory, I think. You know, he'll be in the mix again. The winner of that fight, Malajica should win that fight. He's a decent little fighter, Malajica. There is a Probots card. Who is on the Probots card? Who's on the Probots card? It's Yakubov, isn't it?
I don't know if he's the main event, but he is on the card. Isn't Justin Powder the main event?
Oh yeah, he might be. Yeah, so you got Sebastian Teteran, who was a decent amateur. I think he fought in Paris, actually, did he? Or am I making that up? Or did his brother? No, his brother fought in Paris, Teteran. But yeah, you got Justin Powder against Knight Ferran. Powder will walk all over him. Yakubov against Cruz. Eric Badillo, Elwin Soto is actually quite a good fight. Badillo is the mandatory for Canizales, and he's taking a busy fight against Elwin Soto, who I think lost his last fight. I watched it, the draw he had in Mexico. I watched that fight pretty recently. I thought he lost it. Then you got guys like Carlos Balderas, Charlie Sheehy, Nikolai Tetoran. That's the guy who fought in Paris. He's already 1-0. And yeah, you got just typical pro box, really. Could be decent. What else is there? There is the Elijah Pierce fight. He is fighting on a Manny Pacquiao card.
Yeah, I thought Pacquiao was on the card.
He is.
But it's his son. I was like, what? It said his name, and I was like, huh? This can't be right.
Yeah, he is on the card. He is. Against Brendan Lally, whoever that is.
Making his debut over 4 rounds. Pacquiao's back in the mix.
I think the only real thing of note here is Elijah Pierce, if he wins, is mandatory for Espinoza. But he might not win because Lorenzo Parra can punch, and
Elijah Pierce is shit. So there's that combination.
Yeah, Lorenzo Parra could have easily got that against Trinidad as well. That's a good little fight, actually. I think he could chin Elijah this because he keeps getting dropped.
I was just like,
Yeah.
he will over under 0.5 knockdowns. Christian's getting dropped. He's gonna get dropped.
Yeah.
He might still win. He's getting dropped. That's just him.
He is. There's one little bit of news actually that will
No,
link
forget
in
the
with
news. We're forgetting the most important fight of the weekend.
what Mohammed Hussein.
No, not Muhammad Hussein.
That is the most important fight of the weekend, Mohammed Hussein. But anyway, go on.
Huey Fury is back in the mix.
Oh god.
It was a nice listen. It was nice. This was a nice episode.
Yeah.
Good.
Huey Fury is back. He is fighting Michael Webster.
My God.
Yeah, in an 8-rounder. Why? I don't know.
In Rotterdam.
Because what's his face? The Kraus fella. In the main
Yeah.
event.
Gradus Kraus, who definitely isn't only with Peter Fury because of his certain links to the Netherlands. I have no comments to make on that, but I'm sure if you wanted to look it up, there'd be some very interesting articles about the Fury family going to the Netherlands and about time that they've spent in certain places because of it. We wish everyone well. But yeah, Yi Jun Kim is fighting Yeta Pongtonde in a brilliantly matched fight. Fantastically matched. In Pakistan, live on Triller.
Oh, see who's win age as well.
Yep. I am Team Tongdi there for my agenda. But anyway. A little bit of news that links in with the schedule, I guess. We'll start with this bit. Asadjuka Medinkiaev and Javakir Ahmadsaliev. I fucking nailed those pronunciations, by the way. They're fighting in Russia on Friday. They both signed with Queensbury, both international medalists. Medinkiaev, I don't think it's going to be very good. I think he's very, very chinny. Olympic gold medalist, but Ahmadsaliev might be the next Bivol. He won the Worlds in September. He is sensational. But yeah, he's fighting him. They're both fighting on the same card in Russia on Friday, and they both signed for Queensbury. What other news is there? Oh yes. So the boogeyman of the heavyweight division has been ducked again. Daniel Dubois has ducked Frank Sanchez. Now Jared Anderson's been ordered. He'll probably duck him again. The boogeyman, Frank Sanchez, the roadman killer. Nobody wants to fight him for an IBF final eliminator.
Well, maybe Jared Anderson will fight him because he's a bit of an idiot. Not that he can't win that fight.
He could win that fight.
It depends if Frank Sanchez has both his legs.
Frank Sanchez is about 96 years of age. He's had probably like 8 hip replacements by now. He's not like...
He's
that's
aging like fine wine.
Yeah.
Or maybe everyone's turning down fights with him because they don't want to be accused of beating up old people.
Yeah, maybe.
Or just nobody cares about Frank Sanchez. Probably more.
I care about him because he's a roadman killer. He is avoided. He is the boogeyman. In another shocking case, apparently positive tests are now allowed in boxing. Because Matias is just being allowed to fight after testing positive, which is great news. Very unserious sport, isn't it?
So it's like the levels of his shit were like so low that they're saying it's contamination, but that could also mean that he was very close to perfecting his cycle, but fucked it up slightly.
No, it is perfect because he's under the level, so it's fine.
Yeah, I guess.
It.
Yeah, just because it can be contamination, but Is it? I don't know. You can't really prove it. Can you prove it's contamination? Can you prove it's not? If not, drug test ban should stand.
It's just a very unserious sport, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
That was
anyway,
gonna
one other
fight
bit of
Dalton
news.
Smith. What if he fights Dalton Smith and bloody gives him brain damage? What will they say?
Yeah, well, God forbid,
Well,
but he's already done certain
more
things.
brain damage. More brain damage than he already has.
God forbid,
yeah.
but
He's already done it. Like, this is not just anyone. This is someone who's killed someone in the ring before, and he's failed the drug test.
He's ended careers in between there too, by the way.
Yeah, he's just bloody battering everyone, except Liam Power. And he didn't really bow. Puerto either, but the people who can't box, he bats. And you can't just let someone who failed the drug test fight.
yeah. But anyway, there's one last bit of news. Kevin Aguiarco and Brandon Adams has been ordered for an IBF eliminator at 154. So
That's one.
Brandon Adams getting a title shot finally, it looks like.
Yeah.
Because he will stand Aguiarco on his head. That won't be a competitive fight.
Ping him about.
Yeah. But anyway, that's about it for this week. Before my throat completely dies on me, thank you for listening. I'm not going to waffle on too much, but yeah.
See you in episode 86.